Thank you so much for clicking on another Cavalry Collective video. Today we are going to be talking about the second Into the Dark film, which is titled Flesh and Blood. It's the official November Thanksgiving film for the film series. Flesh and Blood is all about a father and daughter who are still coping with the loss of the matriarch of their family 1 year after she was murdered and dumped in the middle of a field. The daughter now has agoraphobia and is terrified of the outdoors. She can't even have a window open for very long without freaking out. The father has the house in a constant state of repair. There are tarps and walls knocked out and all sorts of things to sort of symbolize the disrepair that the family is currently dealing with since the loss of the mother. Things get interesting though for the daughter when her sanctuary house that keeps her safe with her agoraphobia suddenly starts to feel like a cage when she suspects that her father might not be the good, wholesome man that she's always believed him to be. That's about the best I can do without spoiling anything. As far as what I liked, I think Flesh and Blood is actually a really solid film. It's not a game-changing horror film or game-changing thriller film, depending on how you want to look at it, but I think it's a really solid story. The director and the crew really put their low budget to good use. This is a single location film, but it doesn't feel like we're only there because of the low budget. It works within the story that this house is the only place that the film takes place in. They really maximize the use of space because obviously, like I said, it's just this house that everything takes place in. You feel closed in. It feels like danger is possible any which way. One of the biggest improvements that you might recognize if you watch The Body and then Flesh and Blood is that this time they actually give us a protagonist worth rooting for. She's not annoying. She's not irritating. Her decisions make sense. Even if it isn't always the best decision, you can understand why she'd make it, and you might even be honest with yourself and say you probably would have done the same exact thing. As far as what I didn't like, there's problems in criticizing a film like Flesh and Blood. It's very sort of middle of the line problems. The biggest thing that I can point out is that occasionally Dermot Mulroney, who plays the father in this film, his acting can be a little campy, which is sort of a stereotype of horror and thriller films on occasion, but it's the only thing I can really point out. Other than that, it's really just things could have been better, but they still weren't bad. They weren't the difference between a Spielberg movie and a Uwe Boll movie. But what I think that we can all learn is that you don't need a whole lot of locations or a bunch of characters or a super complex plot to tell a good story. For my overall, I'm giving it a movie night. You probably won't watch this more than once a year. I probably won't myself after reviewing it, but I do expect that next November, as Thanksgiving's coming around, I'm probably gonna put up Hulu and watch this. And I recommend that you do the same. And I think that it is an exciting evening's worth of entertainment. Really appreciate you sitting through another review. It means a lot to me. I think we keep getting at least 1 or 2 subscribers for every video, and everyone who's been liking, subscribing, commenting, thank you so much. If you happen to go check out The Body or Flesh and Blood or the other 2 films that are up now, let me know in the comments. Got some exciting stuff coming up that I've been working on, but they're just sort of bigger videos, so they will be uploaded at a later time. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. If you're somewhere where it's snowing, be safe. And yeah, I appreciate you all, and I will see you next video.